and I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and I'm also an educator. And I have my girl Lala here. I'm gonna let her explain who she is and what she does.
Hi guys, I am Lala Meyer and I'm a curl specialist. Just healthy hair, all things healthy hair, all things texture, and just want to keep that hair nice and healthy at the end of the day.
Awesome. So, Lala, we decided, y'all, just to kind of get on here tonight. It was like random. I text her and I was like, "Hey, do you want to get on within 30 minutes?" And she was like, "Yeah." Like, okay, that works. So tonight, y'all, we're just going to talk about natural hair. Okay, like what makes natural hair? What do you see natural hair as being? Like, what is your type of hair? Are you curly, kinky, wavy, coily? What do you see natural hair as being in the professional field? Like, do you feel like natural hair and a curly specialist is the same thing? And what differentiate the two? We're just gonna keep it natural, casual, chatty. So for the ones that's going to join, thank y'all so much for joining in. If I'm gonna tell Lala, well, Lala gonna let her people know what's her channel name because every subscriber needs to chime in because honey, there's a lot of texture educations that's gonna be going on. My girl is also an educator as well, and she is based in Atlanta, ATL. So if
Yes,
y'all need
ma'am.
a natural hair specialist, hi Cheryl in Atlanta. Lala is amazing. Welcome in, Cheryl. If y'all have any questions, we're just gonna sit out here. We're gonna wait till a few more people come on. So, Lala, let me ask you a question. What
Yes.
made you start doing natural hair? Like, what birthed that in you?
Um, Honestly, before the natural hair epidemic started, remember when that Chris Tucker movie came out, Good Hair?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually made a cameo in that movie because I was at the Bronner Brothers show that year, and he had like kind of panned across me. Um, I was assisting Patrick Bradley, so he kind of like panned across me, so I made like a small little cameo. Nobody would know it was me but me. But so basically when that movie came out, like that was like when everybody just wanted to start getting rid of relaxers.
Relaxers.
Well, before then, I was always the girl who would like there were already girls that were coming to me that didn't have a relaxer. So I was always the girl that was just willing to tackle the girls who had a lot of hair. Um,
Mm.
and so then, I started getting girls that came to me that had naturally curly hair or just textured hair. And a lot of them, like I was able to cut their hair in its natural state. And so to me, I just was thinking, oh, I mean, this is just a normal thing because I was
Yeah.
so comfortable doing it. Plus, both of my daughters have natural hair. So I was just so comfortable doing it. And then I realized like it was a thing. Like people was like,
Mm.
I can't find nobody to cut my hair in its natural state. Like everybody always wants to straighten my hair all the time.
Blow dried out.
Yeah. And so it was so funny. So like my younger clients had came to me and they were like, "Hey, like you should just like use us as models to show people how good you can cut curly hair." So I was just like, "Okay, let's do it." And so I did that and then I just started attracting more and more and more clients like that. And I mean, eventually like that's what was filling my chair is
Wow.
clients that no longer wanted chemicals, clients that had naturally curly hair, you know, or just textured hair. Like we would just blow dry it and trim it instead of having to like flat iron it.
Right.
And I was just like, they were like, yeah, they just kept telling me like, you're rare. And so I was like, okay. So it literally just kind of fell into my lap. And then once it fell into my lap, I just was intentional with just making sure I just educated myself more and more, like how to keep it healthy.
Mhm.
Um, and just giving the clients advice on, what to do, how to do it, how to take care of it, And then oftentimes we find ourselves being like a therapist of
I know.
helping them understand like how to accept that this is your texture, this is what God gave you, you embrace it, partner with a professional, and
Um,
you're gonna be good.
Let me ask you this
So
question. I love the fact that it was something like kind of just not fell in your lap. It was something that you didn't think that was not normal. You're like, okay, I have natural curly kinky hair, and people that have it, like they should know like what to do with it. Like it shouldn't be a hard thing. And I think one thing I have noticed over time, like when new people come to me, they be like, Jaleesa, I mean, they have some beautiful hair. They be like, just I just
mhm.
don't know what to do with it. I'm like, what you mean? You don't know what to do with it? Like, how you don't know what to do with your natural hair? But as I've been doing natural hair for some time now, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really crazy because it's a lot of people that don't know what to do and how to do their hair, or they never was taught it. So it made me start thinking about like past generational, like what our parents did with their hair and what their grandmamas and granddads did their hair. Like now we're in a consumer era where everybody's trying to figure out what can they do with their hair or try to look like one type of hair when their hair is not that type.
Right.
So, what is something like? Tell me. I know you do. She's a curl natural hair specialist, y'all in Atlanta for the new people to join in. And as
Hey
y'all
TL.
watching, I want to get tell Lala to give them your YouTube handle. So as we're conversating tonight, y'all, we're just conversating about natural hair care, what are some pros, some cons? What is your hair type? We're gonna talk a little bit about porosity, y'all. We're just trying to pour into natural hair education because we do understand there's not a lot of natural hair stylists that's talking about hair care. There's talking about the ups and the downs of natural hair, the difference between a natural hair specialist versus a curly girl specialist or a curl specialist because there are two different things. They're not the same. And we want to hear back from y'all. Like, what are some things that y'all struggle with your natural hair? Where you're from? How long you been natural? Those type of things. So, Lala, let me ask you this question: how many clients do you get in your chair that feel like they just fell in themselves with their hair? And what those conversations like? I just want to know.
You mean the ones that actually just love their hair?
Yes.
Um, well, oftentimes those clients, they've done an extensive amount of research.
Mhm.
They have a routine. Um, and they literally just know their hair, like, they know it. I mean, and honestly, that's why I say partner with a professional because a lot of times, well, majority of the time, I actually talk to them about their routine. I ask them what kind of products they use. It's been a couple of times that my clients have put me on to products, and I'm
So
just
walk me through
like,
your consultation. What do you ask when the client sits in your chair? Walk me through your consultation. How you do your consult? I would love to hear it, girl.
well, first thing I ask them is, okay, so what's been your hair journey? Like, what have we been doing? And a lot of times when I talk to them about their hair journey, I can find out from that if they're in love with their hair, if they just really don't like their hair, if they've had hair trauma, just by asking them like, okay, so tell me about your hair journey. And then once we talk about that, then I go into asking them what are their hair goals? Like, what does you loving your hair look like? Um, and then honestly, just asking those 2 questions, I literally find out so much. I mean, they tell me everything to I don't know how to tie it up, or my bonnet falls off, or I've gotten, I had a cut, but it just didn't look right. And, so just asking those 2 questions, I mean, there's so much that comes out from just those 2 questions.
Girl, I feel you on that. I think that's one of the things that what you say, Miss Shirley said, my neighbor. Can you read the comments?
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I can see it.
okay. That is
My
crazy,
neighbor
Miss
said I was
Shirley.
lazy, not perming my hair, so I perm it. Now I want my natural back.
Girl, Miss Shirley, go ahead and start fresh. Go ahead.
Right,
I'm gonna influence you, Miss Shirley.
right. I mean, now, and there is a thing that, just it's so funny because my clients, they'll be like, I thought going natural was gonna be easier.
Mm-mm.
And for some people it is, but then for others it's not. You have to be a lot more intentional with your hair. You have to, you have to get your treatments, you have to get your trims. Like you have to be very, very intentional with really, really caring for that hair compared to like
Yes.
if you have a relaxer, sometimes you don't because the hair is straight and it has that chemical like there's not as much maintenance. I'll say that
True.
until that hair starts craving that chemical again, and then
It's
then
fighting back. It's fighting back.
yeah, then you have issues because ugh, yeah.
I know it's rough. So we have what 16 people on here. Curl friends, welcome in for the new people that has joined. So Lala is a natural hair specialist in Atlanta, Georgia. And I am a natural hair specialist in Mississippi. And tonight we just kind of jumped on here. We're just going to chat for the new people that's joining. If you are natural or thinking about going natural, this is the perfect opportunity for some free consultation, education type of thing. We just want to chat and give y'all as much as positive information that we could possibly give y'all through this live. If there's questions about like products, or concerns, like this is the perfect opportunity for you guys to ask. If there have been people like Miss Shirley says she went from natural to going back to relaxing. Now she want to be a natural. Like, tell me, we want to know like what your experience has been like doing this natural hair journey, or if you're thinking about going natural. So I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about me. The reason why for me I think natural hair is important to me because I didn't grow up being taught to love my hair. I was taught that my hair was good hair. And that was from my aunt who raised me, not fully understanding natural hair. She thought my hair was just pretty grease and water type of thing. Oh, you got good hair. And I never understood what good hair meant until someone asked me, did I have a Jerry curl? And I'm like, a Jerry curl? Like, my hair is like this. Like, this is natural. Like, this is crazy. But I was never like really confident wearing my hair until I moved I think my fourth year in LA. I remember working in Beverly Hills and I decided that day I was gonna go in the salon in Beverly Hills and just wear my fro instead of being a straight girly. I remember that day I walked in there, wore my fro, and the manager was like, something is different about you today. But she didn't realize that I was wearing my fro. In that moment, y'all, I realized like my hair spoke volume.
Hmm.
It spoke life. So why was I trying to cover it up? So that was like my journey on like fully embracing my natural hair, starting to learn and love it. And I remember working a magazine, it was a texture hair magazine, it was called Texture in LA. And I remember working in a magazine, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was afraid of black hair because I never really serviced black clients, y'all. And I remember feeling afraid and scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, people really feel like this when they see texture hair, and I'm a black woman and I don't know how to serve my own people. And I like that, it was a moment, it was a thing that clicked in my head, like, hey, Jaleesa, like you got to do better as a black hairstylist. You just can't serve
Hmm.
one type of client. You got to be able to serve whoever walks in your chair or whoever hires you. So I started educating myself. I taught myself how to braid, and that has been the journey of natural hair for me, y'all. So I notice when I talk to clients, and I don't know if the same for you, La La. When you talk to somebody and they come sit in your chair and they'll show you an inspiration, like versus and then you finally see their hair. What is that conversation like when you know their hair is nothing like inspiration or their hair is so damaged to where it needs to be cared back to health? Like what is that conversation like for you?
Um, well, I mean, I'm a very honest. I don't try to like beat around the bush or anything like that. And I think the people that come to me, they know that. But say for instance, if somebody does pick out a picture and like their texture doesn't like match the picture, then I'll usually say, "Well, do you have something similar that, the texture is more similar to your hair?" Because I so for me, I'm a very visual person. So like if somebody's coming to do like a big chop or they're changing their shape. I want a picture.
Mm.
Or unless you just have a person that sits in your chair and they're like, I trust you, do what you think looks good on me. Which you have those people, but most people, because they have suffered so much hair trauma, it's like they're very particular. They're like, I want this picture. So I always am just like, let me see a picture, because that way there's not any kind of misunderstanding. Like, this is the picture you picked. I see where the bangs hit. I see. And so I just feel like it helps us to all be on one accord. But yeah, I'll just say like, hey, do you have a picture that it has a texture that's similar to yours? Because I don't want to give like any type of illusion,
Mm.
because when the textures are different, that shape looks different. That hair
That's
lays
true.
different. So
Like facial shape is different. Everything
yeah,
is like because we
yeah,
don't even like look at just the hair. We looking at the makeup, the frame of the face, all of those things. It's
all
crazy.
those things. Yeah. So I really try to be transparent. And your other question was about like really damaged hair. So, um, because of my platform that I've built of just really specializing, like my thing is healthy hair. I don't do extensions. The furthest I'll go as far as extensions is tape ins or clip ins. That's
Okay,
pretty much as much
that's
as I'll do with
good.
extensions. Um, just because like I have gotten to a point in my career, I only do what I love, and I'm not going to uh just be doing stuff to make money. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
George, girl. Look, look.
But yeah, I had this one client, her hair was very damaged. She came to me for the very first time, and she actually came to me for a curly cut. And so her hair, she had fine hair, but when the hair is damaged, just very dry, it's very brittle. And so that's how her hair was. And it was really hard for me to see. Like, it was going to be very difficult for me to really be able to see, um, to actually like see
See
where the
through it.
line is, yeah, to
Yeah,
see through it. And so, I just had a conversation with her and I was like, hey, I don't want to cost you more length than we need to, because I can't see and the hair is very damaged. And so, because this is your first time, I want to make sure that you and I both can really see what is dead here and what
that makes
needs to go.
sense.
And so, like I said, she came to me for a curly cut, but I was like, I really think what we need to do is just blow dry it so you can really see what's damaged, because she was gonna have to she was having to get a lot of hair cut off. And when I have to do that on a client's first time, it kind of like
I
breaks my
know.
heart, because I'm like, on your
Um,
first time, you came to me for a big chop, and I
I
get that
know.
often. Like, they come for a big chop or like a whole new look, and I'm just like, on your first time, okay. So I mean, but also, I mean, that makes me feel good too, because it's like, okay, you trust me. Clearly they've
True.
done their research, because they do. They make sure they research. Um, but yeah, so we just blow dried her hair, um, and she was able to see. I was like, "Okay, this is what we need to cut." And I said, "Now, once we blow dry it, what I'll do is I'll make sure that we can wet it, and then I'll just style it, like a
That's the one
wash and
that you
go."
posted on your Instagram. The one with the
No. So
mics.
this particular girl, no, I did not. I didn't post her. I didn't post her, but because it's like, sometimes you just be like, I really just need to start taking a picture of everybody, honestly. But sometimes I just be like, okay, like, you sometimes you don't know how the client's gonna react, and
I
it's
understand.
just,
You trying to be
yeah.
respectful first time.
Yeah, and it was
Makes
her first
sense.
time. So, but yeah, so I trimmed her and shaped her, blow dried. We did a treatment, blow dried her, shaped her, took her back to the bowl, wet her down, and then just styled her as a wash and go. And it was super cute. And she
How
was
did she feel
like,
about it for
she
first
loved
time?
it.
That's good.
She loved it, and she was just like, "Thank you." She was like, "I really appreciate just the communication of just being transparent with me."
And clients do like
And
that.
right. And then also just really like walking them through like step by step, like, "Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it." Instead of them just sitting there, they don't really know like okay, so what's happening next? So
And I like the fact that you do that because I tell people all the time, like if you sit in a stylish chair and it's quiet, there's no education being poured into you. That's just a stylist.
yeah.
That's the one that can style hair. But I tell people that want to get their hair like truly taken care of, you want to find somebody that cares about what they're doing, loves what they're doing. There's continuing education. You
Mhm.
can see it through their content, you can see it through their personality, you can feel it because I feel like every stylist, if you're doing healthy hair care, or you know your clients that want lint retention or just beautiful, nice hair, there should be some type of education. Like I love the fact that you do a consultation first with them before you take them to the shampoo bowl. And I'm be trying to tell a young stylist now, like, hey, like I get it that we trying to, do this right here. That is fine. But when that client goes home, they get the style. They looking cute. They feeling cute. They feeling themselves. Everybody giving them compliments. But baby, my husband always say when they go to bed and that bunnet comes off, they're not gonna know what to do. When they have to shampoo their hair, they don't know what to do because they can't call you because they don't have no conversation. They didn't write nothing down. They don't have
Mhm.
no memorization of what was said because nothing was taught to them. And I
Right.
think as stylists, we have kind of lost that connect between building those authentic relationships when the client is in the chair. Because when clients go home, they're confused. They spent this money, with us and they still lost. And that
Mhm.
hurts them. So
Right.
what did you say, Miss Cher? I'll let you read it.
Okay. My 2-year-old great granddaughter is mixed, has softish, very curly, easy to tangle hair, which is longer on top. When it's washed, it turns into beautiful corkscrews, and I just love it. New with this, very dry hair. Is that? Oh, that's the same person. Very dry hair takes all moisture right away. 17-year-old white female. Help for good moisture for a while, please.
Mm. Man, I don't, all right. So moisture is one of those things that it's gonna have to take some time. I'm not gonna lie to you, Sherry. It has to be on a regimen, depending on what shampoos. Like, what shampoo and conditioner are you using right now? Like, what is your regimen? For the 9 people that's watching, tell me, like, what's your regimen? What shampoo, conditioner are you using? Do y'all use leave-in conditioners? What do you feel like your hair type is? What do you feel like? Some question that y'all can answer. What are some things that you feel like you struggle with your hair? What is something that you would like to see happen with your hair within the next 6 months? Because I try to tell clients 6 months is where you can see it, and also as your stylist can see it.
Mhm.
And do you have a hairstylist that you trust, or do you feel like you're struggling? Like it's a lot of questions. Everybody, come
And
on.
do you listen to your
Do you listen to your
hairstylist?
hair? That is
Because that's
huge.
huge.
Do you listen?
Because they will sit in that chair and talk about all the problems and then go home and do what they want to do, or go get some braids, or go get a weave,
That's
and
important.
then come back to you saying how my hair ain't grew. Well, I haven't seen you either. You haven't been here to get your trim, your
So
treatment.
how
Those
important
things
is it?
matter.
Let me ask you this: how important is a trim for you? Like walk us through like what's the importance of a trim for you.
Imperative, okay? Literally, I literally have my price list set up like in packages to where like if you I mean, you pretty much have to get the trim unless if I see it, I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you're good." But, yeah, I mean, a trim, it stops the hair from frizzing, like, a lot of people don't
Mhm.
know that. Like, you get a silk press and you wonder why your silk press is reverting back. It's because if you have dead ends and the dead ends are like this, they're wide open. So when they're wide open, it allows for all type of moisture to get inside the hair,
And
and
cause the
that's
hair to
why
swell.
yeah, and it swells and it reverts back. If those ends are freshly trimmed, they're like this. So it makes it so much harder for any type of moisture to get in there. The silk press lasts so much longer. I
Mhm.
mean, usually, like, if my natural girls, if they come to get a silk press and they, because they really don't like heat on their hair, so they're usually getting a silk press for like birthday, Christmas, or something like that. Like, they have to get a steam treatment, and we'll just check the ends. But most of the
Okay.
time they do need it because when you're trimming the hair straight, it's just a lot more precision with that.
It is. I'm
So
so telling. I was what I tell anybody because I have a few straight hair girlies, that don't do relaxers, but they want to be straight girlies with. So a straight girl, for the ones that don't know, it's the one that comes in that's natural without any chemical, but they prefer to wear their hair in a straight form, meaning that
yeah.
they don't want no curl reverting back because they don't like to deal with that texture, and they prefer it straight for maintenance issues. But one of the things I tell my straight girl is that I need to be able to see you at the minimum at least every 2 months. Every 2 months, because I need to make sure that you're getting your hydration. The reason why straight girlies are really good with hydration treatment because they're obtaining everything in the air, and if they're not wrapping their hair up at night, it causes friction. So if there are any splits, you're gonna cause that split to split up the hair shaft. Another thing that's in my natural straight girl is that y'all protein treatments are key because protein treatments is for anybody that has chemical treated hair, heat trained hair, or just have prone on damaged hair and they're trying to
Hmm.
grow it out. Protein just help return those buns, restore those buns, and help with the length retention. And
Yes.
I love the fact that you said trimming, how important it is that you have it in your price because a lot of clients don't know. And a lot of people is watching that do watch these lives don't know like how often to get a trim, what's the purpose of a trim. But like Lala said, y'all, when those hairs was like she did the whole finger, she said, hey,
That's how I have to break it down for them because
gave y'all
they
a
just be like,
visual.
I want my hair to grow. And it's just like, I get it. But what you don't understand is that the longer you leave those dead ends on there, the hair is just going to split up that
Higher.
hair shaft more and more. And you're just going to have to end up getting a haircut instead of keeping your ends trimmed on a regular basis. And it allows the whole hair strand to be strong. So
That's
it's
it.
less likely to break off. And a lot of times when they go a while without having a trim, and it's like those holes are in the hair,
They
you
are.
know?
And the
Yeah,
main look,
so
the main head they have the holes is the crown and around the nape because those y'all are our nerve areas, the areas that we stress out the most. So when you hear people talking like, "Oh my gosh," it's like kind of hereditary. A lot of it's not. A lot of it is like we're consumed of not getting our ends trimmed properly or getting these hydration and protein treatments. We don't have a regimen in the Black community. We don't really have regimens. We want conveniency. And I tell people all the time, conveniency is good, but if it's taken away from the healthy hair, you might as well just throw the growth retention, all of the things that you say you want out the window. Because
mhm,
keeping braids and these protective styles, quote unquote, which really is not protective because you're not caring for your hair, is you're sabotaging what you're desiring. So
right.
trims are just as important as these protective styles. I think as a community, y'all, for the ones who are watching, that we really need to try our best to connect with people who we feel like this gonna be for us. I know we'll do good in Florida. We do good in Florida, girl. But I think one of the things that we struggle with is just like really being educated on. So thank y'all for watching, coming in and out. We're so appreciative. And if y'all have any questions, just ask, y'all. Ask. We're gonna stay here a little
Yeah.
while longer. I'm trying to think of some questions, y'all. Questions. So let me
I
ask you
don't
this,
know.
Lala.
Is there a way you could put is there a way for us to type comment in there?
Girl, you would think I know what I'm doing, but I don't. I
Yeah,
really
I was trying to look while you was talking, but
girl.
I don't see it. I
Nope,
was
they
just
would
gonna
have to
put my
let's see.
channel name in there, but they probably should be able to see what my channel is if I'm live with you,
Yeah,
right? Well,
yes.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to ask questions out here. I'm trying to ask Chat, like, Chat, help me.
Right. Well, we'll figure it out. But yeah.
Look, well,
So anyway.
let's see. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's talk about hmm, moisture versus protein. You want to talk about moisture versus protein or porosity? How to tell if you're high, how to tell if you're low. Which one you want to talk about first?
Mm, I definitely, well, I think moisture versus protein.
Okay.
I personally, I mean, I like to use the word hydration,
Okay.
just because I don't know,
Talk to
I like
me.
that.
Talk to me, Jen.
um, but yeah, so hydration is really something that the hair usually maybe 80 to 90%. It's just textured hair is just always pretty thirsty, depending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, which that's why it's imperative to make sure that the shampoos and conditioners that you're using are appropriate for your hair.
Throw me some
Um,
shampoos. Throw me some shampoos. What shampoos are you using? And do you tell
um,
your clients to use like
okay, so I mean, I don't know if y'all have this particular product in your area, but it's called Peruvian. Have you heard of that?
I haven't.
Okay. So I really, really do like them. Um, and I really love them because they have like a charcoal lemongrass shampoo that really, like, you know how a lot of the times, like, textured hair clients, like, they'll be coming out of like braids, or they have just like a lot of product build up on their hair. I mean, when I tell you, like, this really gets the hair and the scalp really clean, but it
Hmm.
doesn't leave it dry,
Okay, I need
you
something
know?
like that.
Yeah, so I'll have to, yeah, I gotta put you on with that because
Please, where you get them
it's
from? Like,
good.
where can I purchase it?
So I get it from the distributor.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I get it from the distributor. But he does ship too. He can ship.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But you
I'll
put me on a
call
new
him and see if,
shampoo, y'all. Like, what? What was the
yes,
name again?
you'll love it. It's called Peruvian.
Peruvian. That sound
Yeah.
expensive.
You silly. But I like it because it has like lemongrass and rosemary and,
Mm.
just the
It
things that
sounds like
like,
a spot on the hair. I love the
that's what
fact
I was
that
gonna say. The things that like really relax the client at the bowl, like they
like
be like,
that.
"Ooh, that smells so good. Ooh, that feels so good." But yeah, so that's what I like to use. But stuff that I often will refer to the client, Mazzani,
Okay. I
um,
like Mazzani.
Pattern.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think what else. Uh, Design
I like
Essentials.
designing some like
Yeah.
mm,
And I have a lot of clients that use their avocado, the
what
avocado,
is it? Almond avocado?
yeah,
Yeah.
almond avocado. So I have a lot of clients that use that, their natural hairline.
Mm.
Um, but outside of that, that's really it, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really it.
I
But
can't
yeah,
you said a baby shampoo and she said a baby shampoo.
a baby shampoo. I'll be honest with you.
How old is the baby, Miss Shear?
Yes.
How old is the baby? The baby is like I would say 4 and
I
under.
think I think that she said 2.
Two.
I felt like somewhere up there she said her granddaughter was 2.
If the baby's like my recommendation, if the baby's 4 and under, do something that has no perfume in it. That's sulfate free too.
Yeah.
Miss Cheryl, I ain't gonna lie to you, girl. I don't want to say it on live. To be
Look,
honest with
because I'm
you,
looking at you like baby shampoo.
so
I use that baby shampoo up
okay, all
until
right.
the
So it's a
point.
company. I'm gonna tell you, it's a company called Nows and Chaz. They are sulfate free, paraben free, no sense, vegan. Michelle, you can look them up on Instagram. Like I can vouch for that brand, and it's a child care brand. It's really good. It is safe on the hair, on the children's hair. I use it on my girls' hair, on my 2 year old hair. It's called Nows and Chaz. You have to order. They do have it in Walmart, and trust me, I use the shampoo. I use their products. Like I said, my 2-year-old and my children has a really good brand. It's worth the investment because one thing I noticed with this brand, Lala, is that it makes the hair even softer and it makes the
Mhm.
detangling process so much easier because my last child, her hair is out there. But that's
Wait,
one brand.
does she have like a higher texture than
She
all the other babies?
does.
Okay.
She
That's how my
does.
last one is too.
So it's
Yeah.
called Niles and Chaz, Nows and Chaz. I'm gonna pull them up on Instagram for you on my iPad, girl. But it's a really good brand. Not gonna lie, I had to try it out when they sent me the products. I was like, let me just try and see. But this is the name of the company, Nows and Chaz, and it's a family-owned business. They're really good. And the fact that the pediatricians approved it, that was a plus for me. Like, yep, that's it, girl. That is it.
Yeah. I know, well, when my baby was little, I don't know if they had anything, but well, my mom is a master cosmetologist too. So I'm a salon baby. So my mom, she all like all my children, she always like she was the one that gave them their first bath and everything like
Mm.
that. And so no lie, like we used the baby shampoo for a very short amount of time. And my mom was like, we using professional shampoo. Like
Yep,
she was like, because all the baby shampoos just make the hair feel so dry.
does. It
So
has
I
so many perfumes in it. Yeah, but that's betadine in it that's not good for the skin. It's a lot of stuff that these shampoos now have in it. You
yeah,
do have to be careful. So y'all, I tell people all the time, if your shampoos have more than 15 ingredients, pull away from it.
yeah,
Pull
yeah,
away. It's not beneficial to the hair.
yeah. And I mean, and I think that that's what a lot of people like. A lot of people don't understand. Like the hair. Let's see what that comment says. I have never had a perm before. I only ever straighten my hair or do braids. I want to do a natural style, but the texture of my hair when it gets wet is super soft and the twist won't stay.
You sound like you
Okay.
have that soft curly hair.
Yeah. Well, what was the last time you had a trim? Because usually, anytime a style won't last,
Mm-hmm.
means there's some dead hair somewhere
And that
on
hair.
there.
Let's see.
Usually.
All right. So it's two things that you said that kind of caught my attention. Yes, it's been a while. Hey, now you know, Miss Lynn, you need to get Miss Lynn. I can't see your face, but you can see mine and Lala's. Girl, you need them ends trim. You need the inch trim. But listen,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you this, Miss Lynn. Do you get hydration treatments and how often do you get your protein treatments when you go into these protective styles? Because if there's over manipulation on your hair strands, it can cause your hair strands to stretch out. Like you will have that natural new growth at your root, 2 to 3 inches, and then everything else is just limp. If your hair's just limp, a lot of times it's come from over manipulation and not letting your curls rest and bounce back. So a protein treatment can help restore some of those bonds in there to help your curl pattern kind of bounce back, but you have to be on a consistent regimen. I'm just gonna throw it out here to you. Well, I was talked about the trims. They are important because even if there's dead hair, girl, dead hair weighs them strands down as well. That's another sign of over manipulation. There's a lot of weight that doesn't need to be on your hair strands, which you call it a stretch. But if you're not getting those, if your stylist, okay, is not cleansing the hair, clarifying, stimulating, moisturizing, and doing the maintenance at the salon while you're getting these braids, it's a lot of unwanted manipulations happening, but you also have to do your part. And part of it is staying on your stylist if your stylist ain't doing it. Miss Lynn, I ain't gonna fuss at you too much, okay? Okay, girl. But thank
Yeah,
you for writing that
and
comment.
even if you have to have a stylist that focuses on keeping your hair healthy, and then you have a stylist that you just get your braids done, then that works too.
Yeah.
I have clients that do that all the time. Like they'll come to me before and after they get their braids or protective style so we can treat the hair. If they need a trim, trim the hair. And that way I'm still able to kind of like keep an eye because I have some clients like they are just addicted to braids. I mean, and I can tell them all the wrong and everything about it, and they're still gonna get the braid. So my thing is that at least just try to do your best with like just doing the treatments and the trims. If you
Yeah.
just can't live without the braids, you know, at least if
So
you're coming and doing the protein, you know, we're able to like help to keep that hair strong. So if it is, you know, prone to breaking or thinning, it just won't be as much.
that's smart. That's
So
smart. Where you stay, Miss Lynn? Where do you live? Like, what area do you live in?
yeah.
That's smart though. I like the fact that you like, hey, if you can't get rid of it, just come to me. But we need some type of regimen. I have this habit where me and my husband used to joke about it. Cleveland, Ohio. I'm gonna look up some stylists for you, girl. I do some
Right.
research for you. But I had this thing where if I feel like a client is not being consistent, and a good stylist always know when a client is being consistent, they're listening because your hair follicles will show it. The health of your hair. When we test that strand of hair, and if it feels even weaker after you've been getting service wise, we're like, okay, well, I'm doing my part, but you're not doing your part. Good stylists always know, and I tell people that all the time. Don't get in a chair and lie to me because first of all, God gonna convict. He gonna convict you, and he gonna let me know because I'm his daughter. But listen, a good stylist always know when you're taking care of your hair, and I know Lala feels the exact same way. We understand that we go through stuff, life happens, and
Mhm.
things do happen. But the fact that I'm gonna find you somebody, Miss Lynn. The
I'm
fact
trying
that
to think if I know anybody in Ohio.
look, I'm gonna find somebody. Social media is so great, right? Like what?
Right.
Cleveland, Ohio. But the biggest thing I could tell y'all for the ones that are like struggling with their natural hair care is to find you something that works. The first thing is just shampoo. And tonight, I'm just gonna throw out a few shampoos. I'm gonna get Lala to throw out a few shampoos on what she likes because she said one, but and she said what she said a couple design essentials, avocado and almond. Try to rephrase. So tell me about the conditioners. What hair mask do you use or do you recommend?
Um so let's see, what is one of the hair masks I use? I use a couple. Peruvian's one. They have like
Okay.
this 10 in 1.
Oh, Purity?
Um I also use a firm sustenance.
Okay, I looked at a firm today.
Yeah,
I've
I
never used
mean,
them.
and I know that that's like a treatment that goes with their relaxer system, but it does beautifully on natural hair as a reconstructor. Like,
Mm.
I love it. Yeah, it's like chef's kiss. Um, so yeah, that what is my other one? There's a balayage mask that I like. Matrix, their what
Super
is it,
soft.
soul food or no, what
Super soft.
yeah, food
I
for
like that
soft.
one
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Um that's really it. I don't really I like to kind of just have like my starting 4,
Okay.
sometimes 5. Oh yeah, and also Joico,
I
K
never
Cat.
u- I've never used Joico ever.
Really?
I've
Girl.
never. I thought it was a straight hair brand. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, ma'am. Their blow drying cream, so good. Like, especially on higher textures. When I
What?
tell you it gets that hair soft, combable, and it smells good. Like, yes, the blow dry cream is the bomb. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can I do they have it at Salon Centric?
Yes, they have it at Salon Centric and Cosmoprof.
Okay. We don't have a
Yeah.
Cosmoprof here.
Oh, okay, okay. Well,
They
yeah,
have
Salon
on
Centric.
Stars.
Yeah, they have it at Salon Centric.
Okay. I have to
Oh, and I totally forgot about Olaplex. Yeah, duh. Yes.
Yeah,
I like their
Olaplex and
number
mask is
2.
really good.
Yeah, number 2 and number 3, like, yeah, I love
It's
them.
true. A
Yeah.
good clarifying Olaplex, but y'all
Mhm.
don't use Olaplexes. You don't use it. Let professionals use it. But
Yes, please.
Look, at home shampoo for the ones that struggle with moisture retention, I would recommend the Design Essentials. They're one or two. It doesn't matter. It's really good. Also, for hair masks at home, Mika, the Wizard one is really good. It's a nourishing mask. Let us sit on
I've
for
never
10
used
minutes.
that. I gotta try.
It's like I love it.
Okay.
I got some today. I got some over there. And they have
Yeah,
product laying everywhere.
yeah, they be sending you the freebies.
You next. It's a black brand that's here in Mississippi for the ones that live in Mississippi, and you can also order this online. It's the Strands of Faith leave-in conditioner, hair mask. They have a really good hair mask. It's really good. What else that I've used is really good? Like you already named it, Matrix. What's Mazzani. Mazzani has a really good hair mask. I'm trying to think of another. It's a lot of products that's good, but it depends on y'all porosity,
Hmm.
the density of your hair, and the purpose that you're using these masks for. They don't need to be using everybody hair. So Lala said you have about what you like to keep good for. Um, Girl, I'd be like two.
Yeah, and the only reason why I say 4 is because I kind of do have a very the spectrum of textures that I do. Like I kind of like I have Brazilian. I
Okay.
have some Brazilian people. I have some Hispanic people. I got a couple Caucasian boys that got curly hair.
Mm,
So I kind of have like different, a
I
few
think.
different textures.
So I'm gonna need for you
And
to send me your product list, like, cause I'm
okay,
going to Salon Centric. I'm gonna go tomorrow, and I need to pick up some stuff for the
okay,
new space I'm gonna be in. So I need like because I think
yeah,
some of the products they use is majority for Caucasians because they
mhm,
do a lot of they don't no texture hair at the salon. I've been the only natural hair stylist there, but they use a lot of brands that I've some of the brands I ain't never heard of, and I've been doing hair a long
really,
time. Yeah, but they do a lot of colors and
okay,
blowouts. So I was picking up some stuff today, trying to figure out like I need a variety because I got do have Caucasian clients, but I usually use whatever I use on other clients. One of the products that I have been using on their hair, I think that I like a lot is
mhm.
the Huida, their gel.
Oh
It's really good.
yeah, yeah. I do. I actually really do love their gel, because it's like a liquid.
Yep.
Yeah, and I actually had got that at Texture on Set. It came in my bag as a sample, like as our little goodie bag. And so I was like, okay, well, let me just try it. And I fell in love with it. Like when I say
It's
I
so
love that
good.
gel, I love it. I love it.
All right, curl friends. We finna get off of here. It's late over where Lala lives. What time is where you at, girl?
10:58.
10:58. It's late,
Yeah.
y'all. And girl gotta work in the morning. I want to say thank y'all so much for the ones that join and for the ones that gonna do this replay. I'm gonna let Lala tell you her handle on her social media. She's is a natural hair stylist and educator in Atlanta, Georgia. She does all things natural hair and also education. We will probably set up some times where we'll have like everything kind of set and I post before time, but I want y'all to go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Follow
Mhm.
her on the socials. She has Instagram, Facebook. Do you got TikTok?
Yes.
She got TikTok, all of those platforms.
My
But
ticky
also we're
tacky.
on YouTube. And as y'all leaving this live, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yay. Y'all follow my girl, girlfriends. For the new people that's joined tonight, thank you so much for joining tonight's live. This is definitely random, but y'all know how I am. I'm kind of random, switch splat over here. But y'all, the next time that we go live, the next time we have conversations is going to be in depth, educational, with purpose. You know, everything that we do here on this platform is with a purpose to educate you, but also have real life conversations and I want to keep it like that. So thank y'all again. I'm gonna give Lala to go ahead and say her stuff. Lala, tell them where to follow you, boo.
Yes, so my YouTube is Lala Myart. That's LaLaMyart, like my and art. And my Instagram and TikTok and yeah, my Instagram and TikTok is Lala dot my art. It just has the dot. Sorry, my dog is like
It's
scratching
fine.
himself.
So in the description for the ones who gonna replay this, I'm gonna add her socials and handles in the description. But y'all, thank y'all so much for joining Jaleesa's girlfriend la la situation. Random live, y'all.
Yes.
We just random sometimes, but that's fine. I just want y'all to remember: be beautiful, be bold, honey, and wear your hair with confidence. Bye, girlfriends.
See y'all later. Thank y'all for
Oh, she said
joining.
la la. And she did you get it? Hold
It's
on.
so Lala and my art. MYART. LALAMYART.
Mm.
Yes.
Go ahead and write it down, Miss Sharon. Go and type it in the chat, girl. Go and type it in the
Thank
chat.
you, Miss Cheryl.
Thank you, Miss Cheryl.
Yes, I had fun with you guys.
I know, right? For the ones that gonna replay, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna be
Yeah.
more. We're gonna be intentional. This is like random. Release was
Yeah.
like, hey, like 30 minutes. I feel it
Right.
all. I was like,
I,
what?
I'll let y'all see my hair next time.
I had a bun on when I came on here.
I know. I was
I
like,
got on here one
maybe
day with
I
my
should go.
gown. I was like, I
Maybe
can't
I
believe I
should go
got on
toss
live with
my
my gown.
bonnet on. We could just be bonnet girls on the next live.
This is live. But
If we do
Pretty
another
Astro
late
over
night
here, they
chat,
know that. They know. I be
right?
coming on here with my gown. I had to remind myself, Lisa, you showing too much now. You're doing too much. But y'all, thank y'all again
You
for
so
watching
silly.
tonight. Be sure to follow Lala My Art on social media. Again, I'm gonna add it in the description. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed night, and thank y'all.
Yes.
Good
Thank you for
night,
having
y'all. Good night,
me. Good night.
girlfriends.